Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy Igonoje. In today's video is going to be talking about IELTS listening tips. Listening tips. So keep watching. Cool Welcome back. So my name is Joy Gunoje. In today's video, I want us to talk about IELTS listening and a few tips for us. Just a few, because IELTS listening is just like brew and it's over. So number one, very, very important thing. Meanwhile, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, okay? And watch my other videos on IELTS and relocation in YouTube and stuff as well. So number one tip. Listen carefully, always listen carefully, because listening in IELTS is kind of a thing, like they just rush you through it. Like once you start listening, you're going to continue like that until the audio ends, and they're not going to replay it. It has played. They are not going to replay it for you to listen. So if you miss the answer, you miss it. So once you just start, before you even start, I would say go through the question, like look at the question, look at what they are asking from you, because it's from that question you'll be able to know, okay, what they are asking you, like this is what they are asking you. At the point that they mention this thing, you're going to know that this thing is there. So go through the questions like roughly and know what the idea, have an idea of what they are asking from you. Then when you start listening to the audio, go along with them in the story. Like if they are saying the story, or they're like just listening carefully to the story, go along, flow along with them. Don't be distracted. Don't start looking at another thing. Yes, be looking at your question, because that's where you'll be answering the questions. Once you hear an answer, put the answer down on the place that it's supposed to be, and be sure of it. Also, try to make notes if possible. If at a point you're not answering a question, you see that they are just saying a story, been putting down points, because those points might answer some of your questions later. Sometimes they can just answer three questions at the same time. They can answer four questions at the same time in one sentence. And sometimes they can just say so many long things, like 4 or 5 sentences, and there'll be no answer in it. You understand? There'll be no one answer in it. So just be very careful. As soon as they start saying their story, be taking down notes if you don't want to answer immediately, or be answering your questions immediately. If you don't see the answer, put down your notes. And if you don't understand something, or you feel that you can't cram that particular thing they say, put it down, because you're going to need that thing later on. You understand my point? Just try to take notes as they are going. Like as they are making that their just be putting down notes, just down notes, take some points down, answer the questions as you go along. And if at the end of their audio you still have, like at the end of the audio you still have like 10 minutes or so, 10 minutes for you to go over your work and then fill in the blanks, and put in some other things that you think you've not done. And if there are areas you did not hear the answer, you did not hear them say it, but you follow them in the story, so you're able to, you can just guess. If there are answers you've not heard from it, you can just guess, because guessing is allowed. Guessing is not negative marking. It doesn't take away points from you. Also, try to avoid distractors in the listening, because when they are saying things, when they are doing that, they are talking, I hate it, when they are doing that, they are talking, they'll be mentioning words that kind of distract you from the thing. For instance, they will say Mary is going to the gym on Tuesday. Or they will now ask you in the question, is Mary going to the gym on Monday? You understand? So some tricky things like that. So don't be distracted by that Tuesday they mentioned. You understand? Don't be distracted at all by any words and all that. When they mention something, okay, this is what, just quickly put it down. Or if you want, you can put it down as a phrase or as a sentence, as the case may be, if you are a very fast writer. Don't be distracted by any of their single things that they are saying. Also try to know synonyms, because they might answer the question in the synonym. Beautiful can be pretty. They can ask you a question like is this person this, is it beautiful? And then they will mention pretty in the statement. They will not mention beautiful in the audio, the recording, but they'll mention pretty, and they're asking you for beautiful. You'll be kind of, oh, what, they did not mention the answer. Now they actually mentioned the answer. It's not just beauty and pretty and all that. There are other things as well that they use synonyms for. So be very careful and listen attentively for synonyms. Listen attentively for the answers. Like, try to understand the scenario. Try to understand the story that they are giving you, the story that they are presenting, so that you'll be able to pick out your answers from them. Because once it's over, it's over. They're not going to replay it for you to listen again. If they do, it's no longer exam. The exam is just as plain as that. It's as plain as that. They just want you to listen, be able to understand them, and be able to answer the questions they've given you from the audio they just played for you. That is it. Shikena. So the most important thing of all is just to be attentive. Don't be distracted. Don't be looking at other places when you're doing it, and you know, try to answer the questions as you go. So when you're doing your practice, if you see that you're easily distracted, you're an easily distracted person, try to work on that as well. Do more, do more practice tests, and keep doing it until you're able to score at least a good amount, like a good score. Now it's not over 40. That time, when I was doing my practice, I tried to aim 36, 38, 40, like that. If I see that I've gotten 14 or 15, I want to keep practice more. I punish myself by times two, that doing times two of the things that I'm supposed to do that particular day. For instance, I get a low score. I say I'm going to do 2 listenings today now, and I get a low score in one of them. For instance, I times it by 2. Like, okay, instead of, because I got a low score, I'm going to do 4 today. You understand? Instead of the normal 2, I'm going to do 4 today, just so I could get a grasp of it and be able to understand the whole picture. Because you want to understand how they ask questions, you want to understand how they say their stories, you want to understand how they give you the answers in this sentence, and you want to be able to pick out the answers as they are talking. Every word they say is a potential answer, so make sure you're able to pick it up on time. Okay, so that's it for today, and thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share to your friends, and watch my other videos on IELTS and relocation as well. So much thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great day.